Hello and welcome everybody to another early access event draft video for Avatar: The Last Airbender. Big shout out to Wizards of the Coast for giving me the opportunity to share this early access event with all of you. So far we've done one draft. We had a nice Temur control deck. It was a little bit on the slow side, but it drew a lot of cards and it was fun piloting. Now my suspicion is that I probably needed to streamline it a little more, but now I'm excited to try other things in this format. So maybe we can do something aggro, maybe we can do other types of bending, we shall see. Now, before we hop into this draft, just wanted to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Go to TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you want to buy booster boxes of Avatar: The Last Airbender, or you wanted some singles for your collection, check out TCGplayer.com. Make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Also, head on over to heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you want top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmat, sleeves, dice boxes, everything you need for your pre-release, go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Alrighty, here we go. What do we have? Redirect or Lightning. Change the target of target spell. So this is like a redirect effect. Historically, these have not been particularly strong. Another rare, Earth King's Lieutenant. Green-white for a 1/1. Trample. When this enters, put a +1/+1 counter on each other ally you control. Whenever another ally you control it. So it's Athalia's Lieutenant, but it's green-white. I kind of want to take this card. This card seems sweet, right? It's just like, if you're all in on allies, this, like, what better way? And this is like the polar opposite of what we were doing before. Outside of that, the commons look kind of mediocre, but Team Avatar is the other card to consider. This is a safer pick. 2 and a white. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, it gets +X/+X until end of turn. So when you go wide, this is like an amazing card. It's like a super exalted enchantment. Or you can use this as a removal spell. 2 and a white, discard this card, deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control the target creature. But I'm interested in going super wide with Earth King's Lieutenant. So I'm going to take it here. And sure, there is a world where I can't play this, but you know what? We'll take that risk. We'll see what happens. For example, there is a signpost uncommon here in Hermetic Herbalist. Blue and a green for a 2/3. Tap to add 1 mana of any color, or tap 2 mana in any combination of colors. Spend this mana only to cast the lesson spells. That looks really interesting. What else is there? There is Earth Kingdom Protectors. This card's just okay. I guess it's fine when you have Earth King's Lieutenant. June, we saw it do some work in a sacrifice deck. Twin Blades is a pretty cool combat trick. I died to this one before. Now, here's the thing. If I wanted to stay true to Earth King's Lieutenant, I think the correct pick is probably Kyoshi Warriors. Zhang's Deserters is also fine. It's an ally as well, but this lets me go wide. Or do I take just... I think these are both like replaceable. I'm going to just start by taking the really good cards and then seeing what's available instead of just 100% forcing the Earth King's Lieutenant. Do you like that? Like, I'm just taking 2 gold cards and whatever ends up being open, I'll take. Because I will say one thing. The commons kind of stink. A lot of the power comes in like the uncommons and the rares here. Let's see. Fire Nation Palace. Target creature control gains firebending 4 until their turn. Okay. Ty Lee, I got beat down by this card, but given that I'm green-white and blue-green, I kind of don't want to take this. I think I'm just going to take Tough. There's also Razor Rings, which is a fine combat trick, like 2 mana, deal 4 damage, gain some life, but Tough is a pretty good card. It is an ally, notably, and it's a card that does a good job of bridging the gap for 2 of these decks. Like if I go Blue-Green Lessons, Tough is a totally fine card. And if I go green-white, Toph is also still a very good card. So why don't we take the Toph here? Look, it's a 3-mana 2/3 that gives me a 2/2 as well. That's a pretty solid rate, right? So let's go ahead and take that and see what's available here. Yip, little combat trick. Seismic Sense. Look at the Topics cards. This is a lesson, notably, for the Hermetic Herbalist. There's Gather the White Lotus, but I'm not really interested in doing the monocolored thing. I don't think this is necessarily a good enough payoff. There is Raucous Audience, 2 mana for a 2/1. It taps for a green. If you control a creature with power 4 or greater, add 2 green instead. I'm debating between Raucous Audience and Seismic Sense. I don't think this card is great, but I also want to see what it's like to draft like an all-in Lessons deck if it's open, and this is not an ally. So I'm going to take this. Look, this is still an opportunity for me to explore what's available. And I think this is a nice, cheap replaceable lesson and allows you to go really hard on the lessons deck. For example, we have Lost Days. This is insane with the Hermetic Herbalist, and we are seeing a second copy of Hermetic Herbalist Pick 5, which leads me to believe that blue-green, at least as a color combination, is available, and I'm very, very interested in this. Lost Days is a good card, but it's very expensive. Ty Lee is also good if you want to be aggro, and then the Wandering Musicians can be nice if you're trying to go wide. But let's take the second Hermetic Herbalists and see if maybe we can go blue-green lessons. And look at this. Rockalanche. 2 and a green. Earthbend X, where X is the number of forests you control. Oh, never mind. I thought this was the thing that gets something back from the graveyard. This is less good. It's got flashback, though, and it's a lesson. This draws you cards for islands. There's also Avatar Enthusiasts, if I wanted to go blue-green. I don't think this card's actually good. It's like 3 mana for a 2/2. I think I will take Raucous Audience. I feel like the blue-green lessons deck is going to be pretty mana intensive. And so as a result, like I think I just want to lean into the ramp aspect of these cards. What is this? Oh, it's a bonus sheet card. 2 mana for sorcery, make 2 1/1. It doesn't make ally tokens? Come on now. And then flashback, make 2 more 1/1s. I mean, it's a good card. It's a good card for sure. There's also Kyoshi Warriors. So again, if I wanted to lean into green, white, go wide, it's also open. But I'm going to take Ostrich Horse. This also self-mills, right? Which is also pretty good because if you have a bunch of lessons, you can also just mill the lessons and then try to get some value that way as well. Here we have Giant Koi or Kyoshi Warriors. Now, if I'm ramping, this is certainly just a fine creature to ramp into. And by not taking the Kyoshi Warriors, I'm basically saying I do not want to move into green-white. Now, the thing is this replaceable where I can just take the Warriors and see if green-white's open? I think it is. Let's take the Warriors. That is a pretty late Warriors, right? I don't like Ember Island production, mostly because airbending is a thing, and so airbending is really good against tokens. So I just don't think this card is particularly strong. It's not a lesson, too. Instant, let's see, create 2 1/1 red soldier tokens with firebending. It's a pretty cool card to splash. Instant, yeah, I'm going to try that. We have the mana fixing for it, I don't know. Like maybe, I don't know. Shoot, I don't know. All right, here we have... Wow, this tabled? Okay. Do I need to move back into allies, or do I just take lessons? The thing is, blue doesn't seem super open. All right, I'm switching back. This is a pretty late Zhang's Deserters, and I have not seen that many good blue cards outside of the Hermetic Herbalist. So I feel like this is an opportunity for me to shift gears here if possible and see where this leads. But I guess I'll take this lesson just in case. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this pack is just bad, right? So. Green, red, okay. I mean, if I go blue-green... I don't know. This is really weird. I'm just like trying to figure out where I'm supposed to be here. Greens felt reasonably open though. Tough. Hard-headed teacher. 4 mana for a 3/4. When this enters, you may discard a card. If you do, return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. Whenever you cast a spell or Earthbend 1, if that is a lesson, put an additional +1/+1 counter on that land. Okay, I'm going to take this. That seems awesome. And I'm going to splash it. All right, we're back. We're back. We waffled a little bit, but now we're back here. We're going to be Temur. Temur Lessons. Although we only have 1 lesson right now. So Temur maybe lessons? All right, what does Bitter Work do? Whenever you tackle Exhaust 4, Earthbend 4. Not the type of card I'm interested in. All right, what are the good blue-green cards? This is a decent blocker. 3 mana for a 2/3 reach death touch. When this dies, if there's a lesson, gain 2 life. Certainly don't need to take it this early. I think I'm going to take Boomerang Basics. There's also Epic Downfall, which is a really good removal spell, but this is a lesson. It's a sorcery speed bounce spell, but I can also use it to pick up my own things to draw a card. So if I have cool come into play effects, I can use it to get value. So why don't we try this? And that is lesson number 2. Okay, lesson number 2. At least lesson number 2 that I'm like interested in playing. There's an ally here. What does this do? 5 mana for a 5/4 raid. When this enters with the +1/+1 counter if you attack. When this creature attacks, create a 2/2. What the? When this attacks, create a 2/2 red soldier creature token with firebending. Damn. It's pretty good. Not really interested in playing a shrine deck. This pack kind of sucks. There's nothing I want in blue, green, or red. I guess I'll take the Ruffians as a kind of just like a random filler level card, but I'm looking for power here. I'm looking for power. Whoa! Oh, it's a Force of Negation. I was like, it looks cool. All right, here we go. This is a good pack. So there's Guru Pathic, 4 mana for a 2/4. When it enters, look at the top 5 cards. You can get a Lesson, Saga, or Shrine card and put it into your hand. And then whenever you cast a Lesson, Saga, or Shrine, put a counter on a target creature I control. Or I can take Tylee, which is just a really good removal effect. 3 mana for a 2/1. When it enters, tap up to 1 target creature. It doesn't untap as... This card just seems too good. I mean, this card's nice value, but this is just... And blue-green lacks removal. I think Tylee is just like premium. So let's go ahead and take that. All right, moving on to pack 2, pick 5. I'm not interested in this sleep effect. Brainwashing? No, I'm not interested in a threaten effect. This is a powerful card, but it introduces a 4th color. There's a blue-green land. I think I'm just going to take Rebellious Captives. It's a mana sink. I have 3 mana creatures, and it's a fine 2 mana play. So let's go ahead and take that. Especially because I'm a little bit concerned with the number of playables that I'm going to end up with, because we did use a few of the picks on these white cards. Ooh, okay. So what do you do? Please be good. Search your library for up to 4 land cards with different... It's not good. Damn. All right, well, this one is an Anticipate. So look at the top 3, put 1 into your hand. But if you have 3 lessons in your graveyard, you get to keep all 3. All right. You know what? Like, I'm going to play it, and like, there's a really low chance that randomly I can just win the game. Sorry, not win the game. Just draw a bunch of cards. All right. Fatal Fissure, that's nothing. It's just a combat trick. Appa. Okay, double white. Dragonfly Swarm. Power is equal to the number of non-creature non-land cards in your graveyard. When this dies, if there's a lesson card in your graveyard, draw a card. All right, Temur Lessons. Let's go. I mean, this card's also pretty good, but let's lean in here. If there's a lesson card in your graveyard, I have 3 lessons right now. Okay, what do we have here? That's another lesson. I'm going to take that. There's Fire Nation Attacks, which, like I said, it's a fine card. 5 mana for 4 2/2s, but I'm interested in, like, this is literally just like, you play this turn 3 and it just like replaces itself and puts a lesson in your graveyard. Not interested in a splashed 2 mana 1/1. So let's go ahead and take a Seismic Sense and, yeah, teach people a lesson. That's what we're going to try to do. All right, blue, green, splash, red. Again, blue not super duper open. There's a Messenger Hawk, which cycles, I guess. I'm not a huge fan of Origin of Metal Bending as a lesson, so that's not really the type of card that I want to play. But Messenger Hawk doesn't look great here. I guess I'll just take this card. I don't know. Look, I'm just taking it because it says lesson on it. This also says lesson, and it gets me to the late game and gains me 2 life, so we'll play Wall Top Sentries. I think this is like a fine defensive creature to play as a 1-of. I don't really like Frost Links. I already have one of these, though. Whatever, I guess I'll take Frost Links. All right. All right, certainly not getting everything that we want here. But hopefully the last pack helps. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I want to find a way to, like, draw a bunch of cards, right? That's what I need. Okay, what do we have? Again, I don't... Aang Swift Savior is really good. But I already have 3 red cards that I want to splash. I don't know if I want that. So there's another Tough that I can just play. It's just a fine card to play. There's also Lost Days, and it is a lesson, and I'm lacking interaction, and I have a bunch of 3s. So I think I'm going to take Lost Days only because I only have the 2 Hermetic Herbalists as white sources, and I'm already splashing 3 red cards. And for the sake of my mana, I know this is an extremely powerful card. I will take Lost Days because I need the interaction and I need the lesson. But will admit, and I am aware of the fact that this is a weaker card. All right, pack 3, pick 2. What am I looking for here? Oh, I mean, this seems good in a Lessons deck. I think it's much better than a card like Earthbending Lesson. 4 mana for like a 4/4 Earthbend. This just, you know, it rummages, puts things into my graveyard, and I think I will take it over the Rebellious Captives. Certainly better than Origin of Metal Bending. Is this a lesson? No. All right, what do we have here? Oh, Jasmine. This card's good. Tap. I mean, this is literally just, it makes an ally every turn. So it can't be that bad. And how many allies do I have? Let's look. Oh, I have 7 allies. It's that or the red-green land. But like, this lets me actually play... Wait. Allies? Ally? Oh, that's not an ally. Do I want this or do I want the red-green land? I think I should take the red-green land. Yeah, I should take the red-green land. Like, come on. I need to cast my spells, right? All right, well, I will take this card. This card's fantastic. Cycle of Renewal is fine. It's a lesson. It fixes me. But this card is a premium 2-drop. 2 mana for a 1/3 ally. When this enters, create a clue. It's just a really, really good Magic card that I'm very happy playing. All right. This is really hard to cast. But it rummages, and then I can get an instant or sorcery back from my graveyard. What does this do? Wait, this is Rampant Growth. Rampant Growth Lesson? Sign me up. All right, we're in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 lessons now in our deck. All right, this card's got to be fine in this deck now, right? 7 lessons. 2 mana, 2/3 flyer. Like, it's not insane, but it's fine. It's either, well, or do I want to play Lightning Strike on the splash? I think, ooh. Nah, Lightning Strike on the splash is not that strong. If it's a main, if it's like a main, if red is my main color, obviously it's good. Add 1 mana of any color, spend this mana only to cast a lesson or shrine spell, or I can filter mana. There's an Otter Penguin, which I don't care for. There's, you know what? I'm just going to take the Lightning Strike here now. I guess red was kind of open, huh? Another Shared Roots? Yeah, I guess I'll take that. It's another lesson. So now I can play 16 lands. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20. Oh, wow. I don't have enough playables. You know what? I want to try the Parrot. I have a lot of spells. I want to try the Parrot. All right, let's take... I don't care about Ty Lee in this type of deck. I'll just take the lesson. All right, now we have the Boomerang and Foggy Swamp Vinebender. I guess I'll take this. I don't think I want to play... I think this card's quite bad. And I don't really need Cycle of Renewal because I have 2 copies of Rampant Growth. So I'll just take a barrel. Actually, I'll take the... I mean, I'm not going to play it. All right, Blue-Red Land. Very happy about that. So my mana fixing worked, but I just feel like I didn't get enough power. Right? Like, I don't know. This feels underwhelming, even though, like, I kind of tried my best to, like, draft a bunch of lessons and get there. But I just feel like this still doesn't... It's not the most exciting deck. Okay, so we want, like, 9 green at least. And then we can cut a bunch of blue. Especially because we have the 2 shared roots. So that effectively gets us the other colors that we need. What can this bounce? If you control that permanent, draw a card. I wonder if that 4 mana 2/4 would have been better than Ty Lee. What do you think about that pick, by the way? The 4 mana 2/4 is like guaranteed to draw me a card, and then it puts counters on things, but this is just like a great flash. I mean, this is like Flood Pitch Drowner. You know what I mean? And I have a lot of spells, so I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, my issue with this deck is I just don't really have a way to kill, like, I just don't have a way to, like, close out the game, right? It's just, I have this Fire Nation attacks, and It's just like, I feel like I'm just playing small ball here. Without like too much to do with all the mana that I can generate in this style of deck. So we'll see how this goes. But I think I can still play a pretty high land count, especially because these 3 lands all cycle. So I don't think I need to go to 15 lands. I just need to figure out a card to cut. I like all of my spells, including this lesson. It's another 4/4. I think I can just cut Earth Village Ruffians. It's one of these like mediocre 3-drops. Could also be the Raucous Audience, to be honest. I don't even have that many creatures with like greater than 4 power. Yeah, I'm just going to cut Raucous Audience. I just want like higher impact creatures when I already have like a bunch of acceleration already. And I don't have enough expensive stuff to ramp into. All right, Temur Lessons. I feel like I didn't quite get the payoffs that I needed. There's that 4-mana 2/4 legend. I was hoping for more, but let's see how this goes. All right, now before round 1 starts, just wanted to say that if you've been enjoying all of this content and wanted to support the channel in a different way, I have a Patreon. Patreon is a really great place to join a great community of folks looking to up their limited game. You know, there's a lot of discussion already, and if you want to get a leg up with all things Last Airbender related, I think it's a really great community to join. All right, I'm gonna keep this hand here. Omashu City Forest. And then I have Abandoned Attachment, so that's a nice way to just, like, help me find my blue source. Or, you know, I would take Rampant Growth. That would also be good. Oh, Well, I think I need to play the tap land here because this guarantees that I can play the Ostrich Horse on turn 3. Okay, this is get a land, gain 2 life. Sure. Oh, this is also a lesson. Yeah. Okay. Let me think. I'm just going to get this because if the games go long, I like the fact that these lands all cycle. It's like the greedier line, but I think it's okay. Okay, we drew the island here anyways. This card's really good. They won't be able to draw a card right now, though. Let's attack. Well, do I want to attack? Because they can attack me back, and then it grows. But if I don't put pressure on my opponent, though, this thing will just take over. At the same time, I don't want this thing to just be gigantic. It's really interesting. I'm not going to attack. All right. Let's play this. Let's play Shared Roots. Let's get an island. So we have 1 lesson in our graveyard. They can't draw a card with it just yet. Whoa, Bant mana. If a triggered ability of an ally you control triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. Fair enough. Wow. This is the scarier card though, right? Let's attack. I don't think they're going to be playing the Hexproof card. Alright. I mean, this is coming together reasonably well. We'll see what Katara actually does. Alright, so they pass with a bunch of mana up, which is very scary. If you discard it, you may return target instant. Ooh. Okay, so I'm going to want to discard, like, both of these cards are pretty good, but getting back Lost Days seems quite nice. Okay. I'm being careful with this when they have this much mana up, by the way. So they didn't do anything with 5. Like, you know what? That's really weird, right? Return up to 1 target permanent card from your... Oh. See, I really wanted this card, but I didn't see it. So they're just doing this to cycle? Okay. Or next turn, I mean, next turn I can attack for a lot. Okay. Ooh, I can bounce it? Oh, I can just bounce this. Maybe that's better. Hold on, I gotta think. Because I kind of want this in play, right? I'll just discard Abandoned Attachment and get back River, Lost, whatever. Look at this. Haumph! All right. Well, that was good. Look at my board. Wow. Okay. Well, you know what? We got to do some ridiculous things. We got to, and I am happy that we were able to, because that felt pretty smooth. Maybe the deck is better than we thought, but you know what? It's only one game, and we drew really well. Let's keep it going. Alrighty, on the play here, blue-green mana, Seismic Sense. I will keep. I'm gonna hold off on Seismic Sense. I'm gonna try to cast it on turn 2. If I draw a land, then I will. All right, well, I'm just gonna have to play it now. Let's hit something. Okay, well, look, at least we hit something, and this basically let us look 3 cards deep for a land, right? And we missed, and we feel awful about it, but you know what? That's just unlucky. It is what it is, you know what I mean? Alright, Vindictive Warden. Alright, no attacks from the opponent. And yeah, this is ridiculous. I will play Accumulate Wisdom, get a land. Play it. They could activate the war. Oh, this is a lot. This is a lot. I mean, honestly, this is simply just like missing a beat, right? So it's not even that. Like this, Boros actually looks quite strong. Like at least the Boros decks that I played against, they just put so much pressure on you, and our deck just like missed one beat, right? And so if this is the type of situation where if they have a combat trick or a removal spell here, we fall so far behind that it's going to be tough to come back from. Well, they clearly have something. How do they have 4 mana? Oh, they both have firebending? What the hell? Okay. Oh, 5. Of course. Of course. This thing has firebending 3? That is a lot of firebending. Alright, you know what? You know what? This is fine. We're fine. My opponent. Oh, you know, oh shoot, I just messed up. I'm sorry, opponent. This is 100% on me. I should have played it out and let my opponent do the thing, because everybody's trying to make content. My bad. I shouldn't. That was too early of a concession. I was like 99% dead there, but I was still at a high enough life total where it's on me. My bad, Binu, for conceding there. All right, opponent on the play here. I'm gonna keep this 3 lands, boomerang, basic, first time flyer. All right, we'll have a tap land. We'll play that. Knowledge Seeker. Okay. Ooh, what a draw. Hermetic Herbalist here was the draw for us. Mono blue? Any mono blue gamers? Kyoshi Battlefan. Okay. Ooh. I am curious, like, when I'm supposed to play the Seismic Sense. Like, I really don't know. Do I play it now? And now, yeah, I mean, now I know to Earthbend onto the... this land. Sure, I'll just cast them. You're just so likely to find something that you want. And now I have now I have 2 lessons in my graveyard, which is nice. All right. Still infinite blue cards for the opponent. I have access to 5 mana here. I feel like I'm just going to play a couple of flyers. That's probably good enough. Oh, I see. Yeah, I was like, I do not care if you attack me with the Knowledge Seeker, sure. Like, losing Toph there, like, she already did her work, turned this into a thing. When this dies... Alright. Couple of nice flyers here from us. Nothing cool to bounce. I can lock down the Knowledge Seeker with Ty Lee, which is good. You know, when I first read this, I thought it was completely broken. I thought it was I thought it was an instant. How broken would that have been, right? Okay. Ooh, that's a nice one. This creature's power is equal to the number of non-creature... Okay. Oh, well, we got a bunch of flyers. This thing doesn't untap, and I do have a Boomerang Basics. And if they're blue, they're not going to have that many good ways to kill Ty Lee. Now, if only I had like a good come-into-play creature that I could use to use Boomerang Basics. I'm hoping they use like an aura-based removal on one of my creatures, like a claustrophobia type effect. You know, those the things that like tap things, and then I can use Boomerang Basics. That would be nice. Okay, none of those cards do anything. Wow, that is just a whole lot of nonsense. Another Hermetic Herbalist for us, so... is there anything that I want to bounce? Like, I don't care about any of these cards. I'm wondering if I should crack this or play it. I'm going to play it, but I'm not sure, actually. Like, sacking this to draw a card and have it come back still seems reasonable. As far as things to kill with the barrel, they should probably kill the Iguana Parrot, would be my guess. Oh, they can also kill Ty Lee. What am I saying? Rowdy Snowballers, sure. So they can get back something from their graveyard? Sure. Nothing all that exciting. Yeah, like getting back Boomerang Basics doesn't seem particularly strong. Oh. Oh, are they gonna bounce Knowledge Seeker? I mean, that doesn't even seem that great. But I guess they draw a card? Sure. Whoa! We drew Toph! And I can bounce it and draw a card? What do I want to get back? Seismic Sense? Man! I need an extra card, damn it! They're at 10 life. I can also just, like, attack with everything. I can get Mega Aggressive, or just attack with my flyers. I'm just gonna chill. Like, I have lethal in the air. The barrel can kill the Toph. So, you know, I mean, they can use the barrel, but they're still taking a bunch of damage. They're probably going to kill the Swarm, because this one can actually grow. And end of turn, I'm going to sack the Omashu City to draw a card. I guess you can also kill the Parrot, just because this thing has prowess. I will say I have noticed, like, sometimes, like, I see, like, a good amount of, like, these random stalemates. Like, I don't know. Maybe evasion is very good. Like, are there a lot of good reach creatures in this one? All right, Jeff. Oh. Okay. Sure. I mean, the thing is, like, when you're casting this defensively, like, it's fine, but is it good? I don't know. It doesn't seem very good. I mean, there are 6 life. Wait, oh, they didn't play the Knowledge Seeker, so that is also something that I need to consider. So because of that, I'm just gonna crack this. I just don't think I necessarily have a really good attack here because they have all this mana up. What do they have, though? Is there, like, a cancel? I don't think so. Okay, what do I want? I have 1 mana for a lesson. I can get, like, super duper aggressive and just, like, bounce one of these creatures and just, like, get in for a very big attack. I guess we'll take this. Oh, I can bounce this, actually. Oh, I should have taken an untapped land then. Whatever. Whoa, they have their own Ty Lee! Damn! Oh, I kind of went all in there. It's okay. I have my army of flyers still. And all they have is a Knowledge Seeker and a barrel of blasting jelly. Yeah, what I could have done is, like, get another untap land. But this gives me a little more flexibility too, right? So, like, I'm okay with this. I'm gonna have them be the first person to flinch here. Kill what you need. All right. What? I I misread this card. I thought this triggers off of only spells. So any spell is +1/+1, and then a lesson is 2 +1/+1. Okay, that's ridiculous. Alright, well, anyways, I mean, they're not going to beat 2 flyers here, regardless, so we're good. Look, I got 2 flyers, yeah. Alright. Well, I will say this. Tough. Very strong. Very, very strong magic card. Glad we decided to splash it. It has been very, very strong. I do have to be mindful of how many lands I keep in my hand for an effect like that, right? But yeah. We certainly drew well again. We had the 2 mana 2/3 that we played on turn 2. Alrighty, what do I have? No blue sources, although I am leaning heavier on green. I can still draw a blue off the top in the next 2 draw steps. But I do have... Also, where's my Rampant Growth? I would love Rampant Growth. Like, on the draw, turn 2 Zuko? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we've seen this. Oh, yes. Yes, you know what? I can't complain anymore. Lightning Strike off the top. Perfection. Perfection. Okay. Let's play the Ostrich Horse. If they kill it, I don't care. I just want to land. Blue source? Nope. There's the Toph. Sadly, the Toph is in the graveyard. I do not like that part. Fire Nation Drill. This card is obscene. But what are you going to do? We don't have a lesson in the graveyard. I mean, if they attack me with this, I'll just block with the sentries, right? If they play a creature, that is. At least the Fire Nation attacks is pretty good. How good? I don't know. It's definitely not Imodane's Recruiter. You know what I mean? Wow, they just don't have a creature here? That's interesting. They must have like a sweeper or something, you know what I mean? Which makes me really not want to play any more creatures, so... Two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Okay. They, like, have a sweeper. You have a sweeper. You have to. They're not even sacking their land and they're flooded. Just, like, I don't know what's going on over there. Are they tilted that they're flooded, or do they have the sweeper that we think they have? I don't know. Maybe they just have spot removal and they don't want to use it on my creatures? Ugh. Okay. Oh, it's a Bone Splinters. Presumably they're gonna crew this. And then, like, Bone Splinters to kill this. The hell is happening? I am so confused right now. Can they copy it or something? Choose target creature. When that creature dies this turn, you earthbend 4. I see. Okay. Alright, so they don't have a sweeper. I'm not going to play around it anymore, obviously. Ooh, I can bounce that at some point. Blue, green, green. Not really anything I can do with the 1 mana, so let's chill out here. Alright, they have 2 cards in hand. I mean, certainly if they have a sweeper here, that would be bad for me. I'm hoping they don't, because they did the Jet's Brainwashing Deadly Precision line. But it's certainly still in their range to have another sweeper here, right? Because if they don't have a sweeper, they're just dead. Like, we have way too much pressure here. I mean, this thing is nice. Like, 3 mana, you get, 4 power and 5 toughness worth of stats. That is very, very good. How many teach our opponents a lesson jokes will I make by the time the season is over? How many? How many will be made in general over the entirety of this format amongst all content creators and streamers? Thousands? Tens of thousands? It's going to be a lot. Alrighty, opponent on the play. This hand looks great. We have turn 2. We have 3 good 2-drops. I'm assuming the Herbalist is the best line, right? Just because that allows me to play Shared Roots for basically just by tapping this. So we can get really far ahead on mana. And it's a good blocker. Our opponent on black-white. That's the sacrifice deck. Oh no, they're Abzan, okay. Fair, fair. Also fair, fair. The thing is, this card's like not that insane. Like, it's fine. If they kill it, they kill it. Like, I have so much mana. Oh my gosh, okay. That card is insane. But your 3 colors with the secret tunnel? The disrespect. Alright, what do I want to do here? Yeah. This card's good. 2 removal spells, Absent all removal. Let's see how this goes. Obviously, the later you, the longer you hold off on this, the better. Damn, okay. Alright, you know what? I'm happy looking at 6 cards. Dragonfly Swarm seems decent. I guess we'll take that. I just don't like the idea of holding this creature back and then, like, them just killing it with this. I feel like I can at least take 1 hit from Fire Nation Drill. Next turn, maybe. I don't know. Like, I don't want to miss out on lost damage, necessarily. But I do think it's kind of close. 2 target creatures you control that share a creature type can't be blocked this turn. 2 target creatures you control that share a creature type can't be blocked. Okay. This thing tramples, too. I mean, this thing is a beating. Oh, the moose is loose. Alright, well, you know what? Maybe I should have kept this back. Alright. I have access to 6 mana. I like this one because it replaces it, like... It replaces itself. Yeah, I mean, but this was a beating. Like, just, you know, this is going to be, in my opinion, one of the better rares in the entire set. Just straight up kill something and a 6/3. Remember Debris Beetle? That was one of the best rares in the set. And all it did was drain your opponent for 3. Now, this is obviously not as good of a creature, but it straight up just kills something. And the crew cost is 2. Yeah, they really pushed this one. Need to kill the Trampler. Ample amounts of trample. Now the question is, what do I do? Do I sack the clue or do I cast abandoned attachments? Probably sack the clue, but it's close. I don't know if I have a good answer to a saber-toothed moose lion. Didn't think I would ever utter those words. My opponent's creatures are too beefy. Oh, they can make their 2 humans unblockable. Okay, that secret tunnel is actually kind of good. So they get a... Okay, wait, why would they do that? Alright, I get to draw a card. Let's Earthbend onto here. Let's draw a card. That's a forest. Their deck looks... I mean, it's just everything is too big. Yeah. Lost Days is interesting, though. I mean, it gives us an answer to the Moose Lion. Yeah, but remember, my concern with this deck was just, like, lack of, like, top-end stuff. Like, I don't even have land cyclers. Something like that would have been nice here. Oh, the land is unblockable. Wow, I didn't see that. That's interesting. Yeah, okay. I can't block this either? I just forgot about that too. Oh, this is a disaster. That was a disaster. I forgot about that text. I needed to, before blocks, bounce this, then block. I guess that doesn't even matter because they can pump this anyways. Was this the game that I had all the herbalists? What happened? Oh yeah, Swarm Snare Trap and Fire Nation Grill. Sorry, the drill. The drill happened. I don't really have like a great bomb or comeback card here, so I'm just dead. I mean, I can't even beat this 2/2 unblockable cave. It's got vigilance. Did I forget to attack with this before? Alright. 2/2 unblockable cave for the win. Alright. I mean, that was cool. Good rare. Yeah, I don't know. I wish my deck had like more card draw, like just raw card draw. Like I would have just played like, would I have just played like 4 mana, draw 3? I don't know. With all the ramp that I have, or just like big things to play. All right, on the ooh. I really hope I can cast this late. I really hope so. Accumulate wisdom. Let's just pretend it's not in my hand, okay? Okay. Okay, that's two in the graveyard. Well, this is perfect. So now we go Shared Roots for blue. And then we play Seismic Sense. And we'll take the horse. Sure, why not? Oh, this is amazing. Oh, that's a good card, though. Earthbender's Ascension is a really good card. Okay. Well, it's okay. I mean, our deck's also doing cool things. So there's that. Let's get the island. All right, I will say this. We are up resources by a fair amount. So, you know, I don't hate this. Don't hate this at all. Dragonfly Swarm is a 5/3 flyer. That's ridiculous. All right. What can Toph get back? Oh, accumulated wisdom. That's insane. All right. But they do have 5 cards in hand, so I'm curious, like, I'm wondering if I should, like, grind through all their stuff, or if Toph Lightning Strike is good enough. I have access to 6 mana. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, okay, hold on. Oh, it doesn't count. It's lessons. It gets pumped off of lessons, sure. I just feel like we're going to be up so many resources now if they don't kill the tough. And even if they do, like, we're still in a pretty commanding position here. And it's like they want to kill the tough, but at the same time, they kind of want to play creatures and lands with the Earthbender Ascension. So this is still a totally fine place to be. Okay, they killed it, sure. That's turned on, sure. All right. All right. Hey, this is still a really, really good board. And we still have Accumulate Wisdom to draw 3 cards. That pumps up the Swarm. I have... What? This card is in the format? Blasphemous Act? Did not know that. Okay, let's draw 3 cards. Okay. My top end creatures are not very good. My top end, like, I'm just gonna get like a stupid flyer. Is the Iguana Parrot better than First Time Flyer? I think so. That's kind of embarrassing, but yeah, let's do that. I don't think drawing more cards is gonna help. I kind of drew all the things that are good for me, I think. Treetop Village? What are you doing over here? Blasphemous Act and Treetop Village? Wow. Hermetic Herbalist, okay. You know, I drew so many more cards than my opponent, but like, I guess Blasphemous Act will help turn things around. Holy cow. All right. What was that like? They killed this. I mean, this drew me a card, but they killed this and my land. Yeah. It's good. 4 cards in hand for the opponent. Solid Temur deck. Blasphemous Act, very good. So is Earthbender's Ascension. Okay, this one might be going a little deep. I guess they're splashing just... No, they're splashing blue and black? You're okay, I guess this gets you a lesson. Boomy? Oh my gosh, that is the payoff. That's right. How many lessons? They hit a lesson. They have Wan Shi Tong? Am I even speaking English? I mean, this deck looks insane. They're at 9 life. All right. Is there a way for me to just completely obliterate my opponent? If I bounce this stupid thing, they block here and they die, right? All right. All right. All right. Whew. It only took us drawing 9 more cards than our opponent to win that game. That's how good my opponent's deck was. All right. One more. Okay. Let's play one more. Just because I like this deck, we are 4-2. We're going for the 5th win. That's kind of like a trophy. All right, opponent going first. We have all of our colors. Yeah, I'm going to keep this. Again, not really interested in using Seismic Sense early. Blue-black. All right, so they're going to be looking to draw a lot of cards. We have here. Okay. Definitely not something I'm interested in lightning striking. Okay. Well, we will be lightning striking that. And I'm just looking for a land here. I don't want to get too crazy. Ooh, Ty Lee, though. Ty Lee is a nice one. I take it back. I'm allowed to take things back. Our deck just has so many mana sources. I mean, I even have a mana source in my hand in the Ostrich, right? So. Okay, that's a really good card. I am a forecasting fortune teller enjoyer. Boomerang basics. Let's get the island. I should probably just block a 2/1. It's not like this is a particularly good blocker, and yeah. I just need to minimize some damage, I think. 2 cards in hand for the opponent. Ooh, they're drawing a card immediately. Okay. Really good trade for them, but I'm just trying to keep my life total kind of high. All right, here we go. Here we go. Play around Quench. All right, we got a pair of 2/3s in play. So now I'm feeling much better about my board. We just added 6 power and 8 toughness to the battlefield. 3 cards in hand for the opponent. Foggy Swamp Spirit Keeper. Okay. No card draw effect, though. Still surprised this isn't a lesson. Their creatures block so well. 4, 5, 6 mana. This doesn't do that much. Yep. Board stall. Board stall. Love to see it. That's a good one. All right, 2 cards in hand for the opponent. Boiling Rock Rider. This is the card that I couldn't figure out in the beginning. But they're exile. Is that an ally? Sure is. I assume they have a way to kill Ty Lee. I'm not sure how, but... Oh, sure. All right, well, this is unfortunate because I am completely out of action. Huh. Like, I don't have... Let's see, what allies did they have? Why is literally everything an ally? They're Temur. They're Temur and everything is an ally. I can't really afford... This sucks, but well... Yeah, I can't really afford to... I don't know if that still works. I really don't. That's a good card. All right, I mean, those were decent draws. Okay. They can get back in Azula Always Lies. That's not that strong. Foggy Swamp Hunters. Okay. What a board is all I'm going to say. Lost Days. What a draw. They have no flyers. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7 mana. Okay, so I'm 2 mana away from this. Oh, they get unblockable things. Yeah. I don't know if I like that. Do I just bounce this? This doesn't do that much. Why did I tap like that? It doesn't really matter, I guess. Oh, they can exile that. Yeah. I mean, I couldn't cast it anyways, so here's what it is. Oh, but that is a really good way of dealing with my Dragonfly Swarm. I just realized. That's really bad for me. When I play Boiling Rock Rider, it doesn't do anything. Just saying. This is silly. I mean, literally everything is an ally. Man. Like, my whole deck is based around, like, getting things out of my graveyard. This is horrible. Charmander, you're a jerk. Okay? I hope you know how big of a jerk you're being right now. I will say, I think we had a really good setup here. I think we had a really, really good setup. Like, early game. We just didn't have, like, the way to close out the game. And honestly, the 4-mana 2/4 would have been better than Ty Lee. I think. This is a good card, but given how many lessons we ended up playing in our deck, I think it would have been better. It just, like, has to be dealt with and helps break board stalls. And my opponent has an excellent deck. Just so many, like, annoying block. Like, yeah. Trying to figure out, like, what's a good way for me to attack my opponent. And with this card, I can't do anything. All right. Just going to draw a card. Let's find tough. No? That's terrible. This is a win condition, I guess. Wow, this card hoses me so good. That's crazy. Like, I mean, my entire deck is based around this, like, recurring things out of my graveyard, and I'm this Boiling Rock Rioter. All right. Okay. At this point, we've seen enough. I just don't have a way to actually close out the game. And I think that was the issue with this deck. And, remember earlier in the draft where I could have taken the Koi? Like the 5/7 creature? I regret it now. I really wish I had that. So with all the ramp, I certainly could have used some more top end. I mean, we're talking about a deck with double Ramping Growth, double Hermetic Herbalist, and just like we always had stuff to do with our mana. So I think if we just replace like an Earth Village Ruffians and I don't know, like Iguana Parrot with like 2 6-drops. Like, I'm not saying this like a huge difference. That would have been good. The Boomerang Basics was just okay. Like, I think there are decks where this card is very good. This wasn't one of them. Like, you need, you know, a bunch of like forecasting fortune tellers and effects like that for this to really be very, very strong. That being said, it's still fine, right? But I think, you know, we did hit the appropriate number of lessons. I liked the Seismic Sense as a way to fill up your graveyard with lessons. The one time we got to go off with the Accumulate Wisdom was super, super powerful. Toph and Dragonfly Swarm were awesome creatures to splash for. So I kind of liked everything that was going on with what this deck was trying to do. Admittedly, like, you know, I feel like blue-red might just be better, right? Like the blue-red shell might just be better. I don't know. I have not been super impressed with green so far, but this is still early. Where like the Ostrich Horse is worse in this format than you would expect, because there is a world of difference. Like everything in all limited formats comes down to sizing. Okay, and this is a format where red has a common that makes a 1/1. There's a Ravenous Rats. There is a 4-mana 3/3 that makes a 1/1. There is a 2-mana 1/3 that enters a battlefield and makes a clue. So in that type of world, this card is no longer, I mean, this is not Patient Naturalist. Let's just put it that way. I think this card is still solid, but when you, the first instinct when you look at this card is like, wow, this card is awesome. And I think this card is playable, but I don't even know if it's necessarily the best green card unless you're really looking to fill up your graveyard. But just know that this card will have a hard time attacking. It's a good blocker, but it will have a hard time attacking because anything that it can attack into is generally going to be some kind of value-oriented creature that comes into play and does something. And so it doesn't give you as much value as you would like. If this was a 2/2 or a 2/3, it would be way, way different. But at 3/1, in this environment, I believe that this card is not quite as strong because of all the, you know, little trinkety little 1/1s you can make in this format. So that's a good learning. The Parrot kind of sucked. Toph was awesome. The Hermetic Herbalist was fine. It would have been way better if I had like more Lost Days and expensive lessons, had I seen some of that. So again, this deck just needed more expensive things to do, and I didn't have that, which is kind of why we kind of fell a little bit short. But I see what this deck was trying to do, and in some of the games where we did go off, it was nice. It was very smooth, but a little more top end, and I think this would have done a lot better. Fire Nation attacks was like fine, but not super insane. I think this is probably much better if you're just like aggro and you could use the mana from the firebending for like your other mana sink firebend cards. Whereas in this deck, like I made a couple of 2/2s and it didn't do anything. So this one also felt a little bit underwhelming. Lost Day is still pretty solid, especially with all the ramp here. But yeah, certainly, you know, one thing that I can take away from this is I just learned a lot from playing, knowing how this deck works and what this deck needs, and I can use those learnings in the next draft video. This was kind of fun. I kind of want to draft it again. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in a different way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That is patreon.com/paulcheon. Special shout out to all the patrons. Really do appreciate your support. Also, go to TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you want to buy some booster boxes of Magic the Gathering product, including, of course, Avatar: The Last Airbender product, or some singles for your constructed decks, check out TCGplayer.com. Make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Last but not least, go to heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. They are your one-stop shop for top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, life pads, and much, much more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow.